Okay, after that incredibly rude distraction that will, you know, keep me alive for the next week, let's continue. 355,000.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
355,000 what? Did it say minutes? Hey Siri. 355,000 minutes and years. No, that's not what I said at all. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. 355,000 in minutes and years, please. Oh, you bastard! Why can't I speak properly? Hey Siri. 355,000 minutes and years. It's less than half a year. I guess it said days then. Whatever, I'll figure it out another time. And I've already smashed myself to pieces. Well, that was incredibly dumb. Where am I going, though? What is this terrifying music? I want to hear more of the intercom. This is interesting as hell. And he said, like, that we will come to know her incredibly well, possibly even better than he knows her. So does that mean she's been kept alive somehow? But she's our mother. Did they freeze her fucking eggs or something? Is it genuinely a story like that? I mean, it's interesting to say the least. There's just so many possibilities. And all I can really do is march forth until someone actually decides to give me even like an inch of an answer. Please, I just need like 2 words. 2 words will be enough. Man, it's still just ancient metal shards, for fuck's sake. That's all it ever is. Even in the most... Wow, this is still surviving? Look at this. Genuinely, like, actually surviving machinery. Actually surviving computers. Imagine the amount of information stored on this shit. And Aloy just does not know how to use it.
A machine built to kill.
Why?
And they honored it?
But what if it wasn't?
Automated solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe.
Human employees?
Pharaoh leads the
What are the
world in
kinds?
every sector
Alien or
of
robot?
self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary
Or have we just
consumer
enslaved
products close
dogs
to
now?
home, like the Pharaoh Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe.
Robots, okay.
Pharaoh remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising.
And dooming us all.
Pharaoh
Or
Automated
that.
Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus.
I wish.
25,000.
I guess so?
That's bigger than a tribe. So they
bigger than the
made
Kaja.
machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
What do we got here? The reception log. Okay, this could either be the most interesting thing imaginable or utter dog shit. So let's find out. Reception log, July 7th, 2064. 9:54 a.m. Field Commandant Daing of the Indo-Malay... Sorry, that was the worst mispronunciation I've ever got. Daing? We're just gonna go for Daing. Indo-Malay Agricultural Combine arrived with his delegation. Refreshments to be served before their 10:15 a.m. sales presentation on the chariot line. Per instructions, food will be vegetarian only. 10:07 a.m. Sander Agnew, Vice President of Territorial Integrity from Fresh Grounds Coffee Global, arrived with his entourage. Refreshments to be served before their 10:30 a.m. sales presentation on the chariot line. Per instructions, we'll use Fresh Grounds Tacoma blend, no artificial creamers. 10:12. So that happened. Called security and janitorial to clean up the coffee that was spilled. Actually, more like thrown. I wasn't aware that the Indo-Malay Combine grows coffee beans, and the Fresh Grounds acquisition team has tried to take their fields by force repeatedly. I think Commandant Daing and had Agnew by the hair for a second there. Who schedules these things? I'm gonna drop a line to sales. This can't happen again. Well, that told us literally fucking nothing, except that coffee companies now have their own private fucking armies for some reason. Oh, holy shit. Got myself a little holo projector that does the thing that we just fucking listened to. Go away, thank you. There's nothing hollow about that. Bio? What? Where did we get this from? I didn't pick up this. Elizabeth Sobeck, born March 11th, 2020, well that's convenient, is an American scientist, roboticist, and engineer, widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised outside of Carson City, Nevada, she enrolled at Stanford University at age 13. Wow! Earning a bachelor... I don't know, that'll be an American thing. A BS, I imagine, is a bachelor's... in experimental physics. And what would it be? BS. Bachelor's... No, I've got fucking nothing. I have no idea. In experimental physics and computer science. At age 16, she completed her PhD in robotics and artificial intelligence design at the Carnegie Mellon University in 2040 and joined Faro Automated Solutions as a junior scientist in the same year, rising quickly to chief scientist at age of 22. Holy fuck! Over the next 8 years, her green robot designs played a vital role in realizing the environmental cleanup and detoxification efforts of the clawback decade, propelling FAS to the forefront of its field. In 2048, she suddenly resigned from FAS, protesting the company's pivot to automated military technologies. In 2049, she founded Miriam Technologies, a firm devoted to life-positive robotics and other technologies. Miriam has since become one of the world's largest suppliers of green robots, winning numerous awards and accolades, including the 2053 Nobel Prize for Physics and the 2056 Rachel Carson Award for Environmental Progress. So I was starting to think that she was maybe going to be responsible for the doom of fucking everything. It seems that she left to avoid dooming everything, but it sort of happened without her anyway. Oh, hello. Now I need to read Ted Faro. Ugh. Oh, there's so many! Right, this is going to take forever. I totally understand if you want to skip over, but I get the feeling these are going to be very, very interesting. Definitely something that I want to know. So, Ted Faro. Theodore Ted Faro, born December 24th, 2013, is an American entrepreneur and business magnate. He is the founder of Faro Automated Solutions, FAS. So he founded them so he's pretty much as much of a prodigy as Elizabeth, as far as we can tell, considering he was almost as young anyway, and it sounded like the company had already been going for a while anyway, so shit, he must have founded this when he was like 3 years old. The largest corporation of all time. The world's wealthiest individual, and the first ever trillionaire. Born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, he enrolled at the University of California. They think it's gonna take like 20 years for a trillionaire to show up. Isn't Jeff Bezos like on track to become a trillionaire in like 2 years or something insane? It's horrible. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos, although I love Amazon. Don't fuck Amazon. Love Amazon, hate Jeff Bezos. But anyway. Born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, he enrolled in the University of California, Los Angeles, where he studied business for 2 years before dropping out in 2033 to start FAS. Though it struggled at first, the company broke through at the end of the troubled 2030s with its popular lines of personal servitors and bodyguard bots, then exploded when its famous line of green robots led the race to solve the climate crisis during the 2040s. Clawback. At the end of the decade, FAS opened a military defense branch, dominating the world market for automated military platforms by 2053. The success of FAS has made Mr. Faro the world's best-known businessman, one of its most sought-after speakers, and a major voice in politics, culture, and international affairs. You got involved in politics and fucking culture? Just stay the fuck back. Do your business things, and go away. You literally make weapons, you dick. Faro Automated Solutions, FAS, is an American multinational corporate entity that produces robots for all walks of life, though its core business consists of military and defense contracts. As of 2063, FAS has ranked number 1 among the Fortune 5 by gross revenue and profit for 10 years in a row, a world record. Founded in 2033 by Theodore Ted Faro, an entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, Utah. The company developed several promising robot prototypes in its early years, but failed to break into markets dominated by then industry giants like General Synthetics and the Resident Evil Corp for some reason. This changed in 2038 with the debut of the Alfred line, beautiful, of levitating personal servitors, which generated exceptional sales, lifting the company onto the Fortune 50 for the first time. Profits tripled in the 2040s as the company's environmental efforts, led by famed engineer Elizabeth Sobeck, catapulted FAS to the head of that sector. In 2049, in the wake of the successful green and climate cleanup, that is really hard to say in my allergy-ridden brain, efforts around the globe, worldwide approval ratings of FAS exceeded 90%, and founder Ted Faro was hailed across media and social networks as the man who saved the world. Yet it was the emergence of FAS as a military contractor in the late 2040s that cemented its status as the world's wealthiest corporation, with a record market capitalization of over $23 trillion. By 2055, FAS controlled 61% of the market share for automated military platforms, holding contracts with 353 nations, trans-governmental organizations, and corporate entities. Today, its holdings exceed the second largest corporation, FB Mobihal Global, by 321%. Huh. So our corporate overlords did end up destroying the fucking world, huh? We're having a lot to fucking do with it anyway. Definition: corporation. Corporation. An association of individuals created under authority of law, having existence, powers, and liabilities distinct from those of its members. In a business sense, a corporation is usually owned by shareholders, though the sale or distribution of stock... through the sale of distribution of stock, who profit from such ownership, voted designated times for its governance, and designated executives who run its affairs. Most corporations engage in one or more industries to produce goods or offer services for profit, and may in turn own other corporations, companies, or property as holdings. Yeah, I mean, that one was kind of self-evident, wasn't it? Reception log, and I have already read you, I believe, so we don't need to worry about that. Huh, it didn't last nearly as long as I expected.
I've uploaded some data files to your focus. They'll help you understand.
Well, thank you very much. I kind of already read through all of them, but whatever. It's really cute that you had to give fucking Aloy the definition of corporation. I love that. I love this world, and honestly, the story seems to have just gotten incredible out of nowhere. Like, it was always alright, but this is a lot more than alright. Purely just because of the possibilities now. R&D lab retooling. And this is Faro himself.
Automated solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me, we will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity.
You don't think he knew that the derangement was on its way, do you?
So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making...
What an utter fucking asshole.
And they stopped.
Nice.
To make other kinds of weapons? Why?
To fight back against the machines, I guess. But surely they would have been utterly fucking despised if their machines ended up turning on their owners or whatever, or the people utilizing them. Especially the butler bots, that would be so sad. They were called Alfred as well. No one called Alfred is even capable of doing anything bad in the entire world. It's such an adorable name. Please don't post the endless amount of serial killers who have the name Alfred. I'm sure they are out there. What do we got here? Metal shards, blah, 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 blah. Shitload of wood. I don't know why. This place just stores all the generic materials that everywhere has, but...
Even old death. Nothing natural.
Oh, I hate that disgusting synthetic smell in places like this. I don't even know what a place like this even is, but, you know. Is this where I'm going? There's so many different options now. I don't know what the fuck I want anymore. No, this is a dead end, as far as I can tell. No, it's not. What the fuck's going on? Why did it have to be text? It's a complaint. And it's a reply to a complaint from J. Friedkin. What a horrible fucking name. Fried children, that translates to, right? As fried also means something else. Sure. Whatever. Fine. Whatever you do with your kids is your own damn business. Hey, reception, if that is your real name. Want to know who's scheduled Indo-Malay right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior Vice President of Sales. Want to know why? After that little hair-pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. I'll explain. because your receptionist-level brain probably requires it. Those two sides are fighting, and what do we sell? That's right, combat machines. We want them to hate each other, so they will try and fight each other with... what? That's right again, combat machines, which they will pay us a lot of money for. So I suggest you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile, and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch, Mr. What? Mr. Friedkin to you. I completely forgot how to read for a fucking second. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Because I want to check what's down here as well. There's just so much to look for, man. There's so much shit going on in every single little area. Just all of a sudden, here comes all the fucking lore. A lot of it is pointless. A lot of it is just generic office chatter. But, I mean, that's sort of what you'd expect. And I'm glad there is a little bit of that. Just knowing how people would talk to each other back in the day. And shit like that. I'm realizing that hasn't changed a whole lot from our current world. Is there anything that I can do in here? Is there really no other little direction I can... Why does this place even exist? There was like one box. I would understand if there was an audio log or even a text log down here. But no, it's here for literally no fucking reason whatsoever. Oh well. Whoa. No, okay, that's where I came from. I'm getting so fucking confused now. And I just launched something onto the floor. What the fuck was that? Hold on. It was not important in the slightest. Alright, never mind. I'll pick that up in about 2 years when I finally remember that it's down there. Hello? Oh! I didn't even try to fucking move. That was incredibly dumb. That's just where Aloy dies. It's all over. Credits roll. That was a fun series. Thank you guys so much for watching, etc, etc, etc. I can make my way down there, but... do I want to?
Use that as a ramp to get back up.
Oh. Are we back to where we began?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems...
I think we are. And it always just stops in that one exact same place. Do I just happen to move out the way in time? Does it only bother talking if you're right fucking in front of it with your face pressed against the damn glass? Why? And also, how the hell do I get out of here? Am I jumping up there? Fuck yeah, I am. Oh, this is so cool. But I think this is exclusively just to pick up this free shit. But it's wires, so who cares? That was 100% worth it. And now they're all gone immediately, but whatever. Game, what do you want from me? Where the fuck am I going, game? Can I hang out down there? Doesn't seem like I should. Might as well just hit the deck again. Unless I can sort of throw myself over there and use that as a ladder? It's clear we need to get over to that way, but... hell, that's just completely frozen over. That is I'm dead. Shit! What the fuck do you want from me, game? I mean, it's telling me to go up that ladder, and this is clearly where we fucking began, right? So, get to Ted Faro's office. These are just stairs, this shit doesn't matter, and there are 10 floors to this one single goddamn building. That is insanity. I use this as a ladder, we know this much. And this is when everything goes to hell. Oh, I actually could I tried to jump on that like 3 fucking times. Or possibly not a single time, but I feel like I tried to jump at it. Didn't I? Am I being stupid? I'm almost definitely being stupid, but it is fine. So convenient that the one specific pieces of surviving neon are giving me a very, very good idea of exactly where I need to go. Much appreciated, game. Nothing I can scan in here. This seems pretty damn important. Is that a language I understand? Nope. That is just computerized blocks. Thank you. Thank you very much, game. I understand that perfectly. What do we got through here? Yes! A thing I can actually look at for once. Audio? Not audio, but it's from Ted Faro, so it's got to be pretty interesting, right? Paula. Subject Spiritual Summit. Recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I, and FAS in general, have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but in a more general sense, as in not giving enough thought to our shared values, hopes, and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to our religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon. Very soon. I'll have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now, let's put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a big tent. No kooks, but anyone with a credible audience. Let's go deluxe. Make it clear we'll spare no expense. Thanks, Ted. You're telling me, like, generic, or sorry, what's the word? Not generic, but traditional, I guess. Traditional organized religion still exists in like 2600 where we can make AI that has its own fucking thought processes and everything and has a form of human intelligence and potentially beyond. And we're still believing in the Cloud Man? Big Daddy Cloudbeard? Okay, sure, why not? Yes, that makes sense. Maybe it's a completely new religion. Maybe it's a load of cultists being all like, I fucking hate machines. Sounds like a great idea to just meet up with those dudes. Oh hell, maybe they worship the fucking ground you walk on. To be fair, you kinda did godlike things. You're the one who made this new fucking life, Mr. Pharaoh. It's just a campus log. I think it's just basically saying, shit's going down, etc, etc, etc. I don't really feel like reading all of that, sorry. That might have been incredibly fucking interesting, but...
They blamed this place for something.
Why?
Something bad.
And I'm pretty sure the machines must have gone rogue. There's no other explanation, right? We already know that the derangement happened, and... Well, maybe it was beginning to happen all the way back then. Well, I mean... The derangement could be considered all the machines sort of getting minds of their own, as opposed to all machines getting incredibly angry. Because machines never really seem to be getting governed by anything. From what we know, like, pre-derangement, right? They were sort of still their own things, they were just acting like the animals that they looked like. So, oh hell, I don't know, we're just gonna have to wait and see what the fuck the game decides to tell me, right? Holy fuck. Oh, it's the mandatory elevator shaft session. Or section, I mean, not the mandatory shaft session in every single game. I mean, it only lasted like 2 fucking seconds, but I didn't think there would be any form of shaft hanging out in Horizon. Yes, but you don't fucking grow exponentially. Your neck isn't just going to extend until you can climb anything you fucking want now, is it? Which way do I want to go? The game seems to want me to go that way, so I'm obviously going to do the complete opposite and see what the fuck I can find off in this random direction. Why would you do that? You were clearly going to make the big boy the first time, you just didn't even fucking bother. Oh, maybe I could have gone that way? Game's clearly telling me to go over here now. But there's just so much I can look at. Oh, this is going to kill me. There's too much to explore in this one fucking place, and I've clearly already missed a few why? I've clearly already missed out on a few, collectibles, because it's gone all disjointed and everything. They don't sort of... Let me show you what I mean, because I can't put things into words when I'm broken. Like, these things, I guess. We got the complaint, then we missed out 2, and then we got these. So I'm pretty sure I missed 2 of these things. I don't know how, I don't know where, I don't know fucking why, but it is very, very, very fucking sad. Man, this is going a hell of a lot higher. But is this just the same place? I would imagine so. That's an invisible wall, I can't do anything about that. Fuck. Yeah, this is absolutely the same place. Did I try jumping back down there, maybe? I don't know what the hell is going on. Just go places and we'll deal with the consequences later. Regarding the rumors, doesn't even say who it's from, but I guess we'll be able to tell soon. Big boy Pharaoh.
Against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine.
Is it me, or does he sound exactly like Eren? Or very, very close to it?
Exaggerated, but it's not. The Peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise you,
damn,
can absolutely
well, I was right,
is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk,
Through all of my
about
allergy madness, I
this
was
company
actually right.
in the
Cool.
days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. And a day's coming when none of this will matter.
You could say that. That day's called the
That's what they
apocalypse,
call
my
their
friend.
machines. They were built for war.
And it came very, very, very hard.